Hello everyone. It is Wednesday, August 4th. I'm just eating a little Reese's mini cup. Sorry, it's hard to talk when you have peanut butter in your mouth. So let's get started today. I'm just going to tweet out the link. Some big prints as always that are out there. And I do have flow trade up today. So I'm going to show you a little sample of flow trade while I get this up and going. Here we go. Let's refresh this. I hope you guys are having a great day. Yesterday I did not do a live stream. It was my daughter's birthday. So yesterday afternoon spent it poolside, which was nice. A little chilly up here, but good nonetheless. All right, here we go. Let's, really funny how I spelled that. All right, copy and paste super quickly. And we are going to talk about something you guys have probably heard. It's all these truckers are out there. In fact, I know that there's Roger out there. He was, hello, Feigl. Hello, Oscar. Oh, thanks for the first like, Oscar. Yeah, if you guys like the live stream, make sure to hit that like button. Let me pass it on over. Oh, I don't know why I did that. I want to go here and then flow trade. So flow trade is an awesome software, and for some reason it is not working at the moment. I think I have too many things open. Let me shut down some stuff over here, and it should help that flow to come on into the screen. All right, so once it pops back up, I will show that to you guys. But we've got the Russell over here definitely showing some weakness. If we just do a little drawing, we had a double top, right? And then we came down, completed that pattern. And it seems like maybe we are setting up with an ascended triangle. If we hold this bottom, we could, or it could really end up crashing down to the downside, right? For that Russell. And this is a dark pool level over here, 222.07. So as long as we are below that, I'm wearing the bear hat. So keep that in mind. And this fact that we've not been able to really, look at this, ever since February 10th, the Russell has just topped out. That is, oh my goodness, that is 2,000 stocks. We did have an interesting dark pool print yesterday on an ETF that had 4,253 stocks in it. Let me see if it was this one. I don't remember which ETF it was, but that's not it. Let's see, ETF with over 4,000 stocks. Let's check that out. DGX, it's one of those, I think. I think it was, I don't remember, honestly. Yes, I am, Feigl. I am in the Java pit, I am in the training pit, and I am in Crypto Tunde's room. So I'm in 3 different rooms, actually right now as well. But there's one that does have over 4,000 ETFs, 4,000 stocks in the ETF, and we had a dark pool print on it, which leads me to believe that we really are having a big move to come in the market. Let me see if it was DXG. I'm looking over here. Here, I'll pull this up here so you guys can see it too. Let's attach it right here. So let's go to ETF channel DXG. Let's see if that's going to be the one. ETF channel DXG quote. I want to see it on ETF channel because it will show us all of the stocks that are in it. If we look at, if you put here, this is a really cool channel for looking at Yes, Oscar, I called it out on Monday. And where is, oh, what's his name? I forgot who it was, his or her name. I don't know. All right, we'll have to come back to that. Let's see, flow trade, here we go. So look at this right here. This, can I maximize this right here? So I want to show you this really cool divergence scanner. Can you guys see the red right here on the chart? So this price action is moving to the upside. Let's move the block prints really quickly. But you can see it stopped at a block print right here. And let me put the link in for you guys. There you go. Now the block prints are gone. So I want to explain this a little bit for you because this software is absolutely amazing. And we have the block prints that I just hid. You guys know that I do follow the dark pool. I do follow the block prints. And if you guys want to learn more about it, come on over to the training pit at thedarkpools.com. Here is the link to test out Flow Trade, which is the software that we are looking at right now. And you can see, hey, this is moving to the upside, and we have this green line that is going to be the algorithm, right? This is tracking what the algorithms are doing. So this started over, let's hit the divergence right here. I don't even use that chat, so I don't even know. Join Discord if you wanted to use it. Right here. So roughly 349 at about, we'll call that 9, these are minutes. So 9:40 in the morning. This is setting up as a divergence. What does that mean? We have that the algorithm was selling, and red meaning, hey, this is likely going to continue to the downside once it curls over. If we put those block prints back on, you can see that it came up to that block print and it rolled over. So this gives you a bit of insight as to what's going to happen with the stocks based on the divergence of the algorithm and the price action. So then sure enough, we came all the way up here, roughly 350. That was a high of roughly 350. It keeps disappearing. 350, we'll call it 12. And then it sold off and came all the way down here to this block print, 347. So you could have captured a nice $3 move to the downside on DIA. Yeah, it's really, really cool software. And over here, you can also search block prints. So if you guys love, for example, we've got some happening on American Airlines. Saw this really cool one. Not one you would normally see, but NSRGF. Okay, cool. Let's see. What's NSRGF? Right? Okay, Nestle. Nestle is getting some big prints, right? But because this is F, this is a foreign exchange. It's OTC. That F designation is going to mean that it's foreign money. So we could trade that in the US markets as NESN, Nestle Foods. And this might, we don't know which direction it's going to go, but this looks like a bearish formation. And maybe we're going to come back down and test 112 on NESN. And if we go back to NSRGF, you know what? Let's do this. Let's put them side by side. I'm not saying this is bearish. They could be buying for all I know, right? I have no idea. All I know is that a lot of volume has happened yesterday and today, and it's not even showing up here. It says 2.35 thousand. Oh, really? No. 650,000, 650,000 today, 800,000 yesterday. So 800,000, 1.1 million. We're looking at almost 2 million on NSRGF, and this shot to the upside. You can see that the stock tanked on earnings over here. Didn't quite have that movement, a little bit more to the downside. But this on the right looks like it's just sort of range bound between 130 and down here, 122.87. So I would look to see, hey, if we break down below 122.87, NESN, likely a nice short. But this is also setting up, it does look like we have a bit of a rounded top over here on the Nestle products as well. So I would keep that on watch. Maybe it's going to come down to 109.44. If we measured the move 130 down to 123, $7, I would look for 116 as a potential target for NSRGF OTC. But a way that you could transfer that information would be using NESN. So check them out, check out Flow Trade. They have some great webinars as well. I love the software. Like I said, for the charts, amazing divergence trade, $3 move off of DIA today. And it was right there. It was really easy to spot and capture that. So let's go over the list today and see how things are going. I hope you're having a great day. Yeah, Emily, it's pretty cool, right? I love it. I love that software. And they're amazing guys that work there, and they really take feedback to heart. So if you guys try it, you see stuff that you'd like to have a change happen to it, they are willing to make it easily useful for the audience, not just the developer. But having that software show you the divergence, it's also like divergence of price action and volume, right? If you see the price action is dropping, like on Bitcoin had a nice reversal, and you could see that on the daily chart, I'll go to it really quickly, that Bitcoin had a nice reversal, and on the daily chart you could see, hey, big volume here, then we had volume dropping, and then it reversed. So the volume was dropping as the price was going up. So you had a divergence right there, and all of a sudden the price action dropped. Let's go back on over to the SPY, check out the indexes and stocks as a whole. All right, so we've got the SPY today down. Qs are the only one that's up really right at the moment. But we do have a little wedge right here. You guys can see it. So we have a wedge setting up right here, a bigger wedge from this level, but we've had a hard time really breaking above 441. We've had selling wicks coming down every single day. And so looking to see, are we going to continue down further over here and break down from this area? If we do break down, I would look for a measured move from right here as the most recent bottom. That's looking at 1250. So if we break down below, just for an example, if we go from here, look down 1250, I would look for that rough move down to, we'll say 425.50 from there. If we had a move to the downside out of this wedge, that's that first point of measurement that I would use, maybe right here even. So maybe back down to 427. Qs today as well. Remember, this is the middle of the day, so anything is possible. We are definitely starting to see that this is sort of topping off, right? It's sort of, we're going a little sideways. We were setting lower highs. Today, we're still not breaking out to new highs. We have a classic reversal pattern right here, big volume, bouncing off of the moving averages, and we're still riding those moving averages up. So looking to see if we close below this former high level over here, 364, and even below 360, we could see some trimming. There is talk of Biden's administration looking for a lockdown to come next week. If we look at the first lockdown that we had back in February, we saw that there were big prints. They sort of held it sideways, and then boom, they dropped everything. Of course, the technology stocks really helped to lead the market back up. But how many people are working from home, already have their computers, they're already set up, and they've already been doing this now for 10 months or so, since last summer. And they're ready and they're prepared. So we also have a chip shortage. So computer sales might not be as high. We will see. We can't foretell the future. We just follow the price action, right? IWM is looking weak. We did go over this already. So looking to see if we close weak, if we close down below 217.50. I think there's going to be a good likelihood that we could be coming back down to test that 212.50 area pretty quickly. You can see, again, it's just range bound, and now we are below the middle and continuing to move down. If we break below 212 right here, looking for a bigger move down to 208 area, if not all the way down to 206. Dow Jones, we did cover that a little bit from flow trade. Looks like it's topping off. We are below some trend lines over here. On the 24-hour, it looks like we're just testing this trend line. That is a longer term trend line that was set up from the lows back here. So we have it right here, right here, right here. And that's really been the trend for the Dow 30. So that is just 30 stocks. If that starts to roll over, watch out. I think we'll be seeing 329 fairly quickly from that top off point. All right. So on my list today, it did start off with AMD, right? Let's see over here. AMD right there. If you guys want to check it out, you can come on over and check out cjanetrade.com and type in welcome and you will save 10% on my list. You would get this every day. Plus I do offer the limit down halts for potential profit taking area. But this is the setup. This is what it looks like. We have these ones in italics of earnings after hours, bold. Earnings happened overnight since close yesterday, and definitely some bigger movers right there. So AMD, nice move. Look at that, $9 from the potential breakout level, or excuse me, $8 from roughly 114. XPEV today had a little bit of sideways price action. Looks like it's still determining where it wants to go. The electric car sector is definitely hot with oil moving to the upside. We've seen Lee, we've seen XPEV, NIO, and Tesla surge higher. Maybe they're ready for a bit of a trim, but this is definitely, it almost looks like a flip side of a descending triangle, right? Not really a megaphone, because a megaphone would be up like this, but we have strong resistance. So is it going to bounce back down here to 3220? I noticed that when I was mapping my trade out earlier. ATVI also had earnings and dropped. It was a gap, a pop, gap, and drop, right? I know that Terry was watching this. I don't know how she did on that trade. WPM, this one did have a large number of shorts, and it definitely squeezed it right at open. So if we bring it back down to a 5-minute chart, you can see squeezed it up from 46 up to 47.40, and then back down and offered a little bit of a trade both directions. Not that much, but a little trade each direction. Then we have MGM, which does have earnings after hours tonight, so be cautious in holding this overnight. Did have, it seems like it's setting lower highs for sure on the chart, but are they going to bounce it off of this 37? They were saying that year over year numbers are better than expected for casinos. Well, they were closed for 10, 12 months, then they reopened them, so it's probably not a wonder that their results are better because they were completely shut down. That was 150% better, but they didn't have really big numbers. They were open until February, and now they're saying it's much better. Kind of makes sense, right? They didn't have good numbers to report last year. Skills had earnings as well, and it dropped down 13 down to 12.40, so 60 cents to the downside there. AMC, I know there's a lot of AMC traders out there. I forget the guy's name. He was here on Monday saying AMC is going to 100. And I said, unfortunately, I think the chart's showing more 25 before 100. And today it definitely came down to test that 31 level, 30 as well. So are we going to close below 30? Does look like there was a fair amount of buying that came in. Let's, for fun, check out the blocks over here. It seems like it's frozen. It's because I have so much running with my softwares. So we'll refresh that and see if we can find out if there are any blocks on AMC today for you guys to check out. But we did have one yesterday at 33.75. I did tweet that out and I said cautious. We had one over here, 33.75 or 33.76. Be careful. We are below that. So that was 336,000. Be careful. We are below dark pool prints. If it continues to stay below dark pool prints, they were selling, right? ZI Zoom information today. Yesterday had big earnings movement. Today it gapped down and now it is surging back up to the upside. So this one was definitely on watch. Look at that nice $3 move up above 56.20 today. And CCL as well. All of the airlines and cruise ships seem to be somewhat grounded and stalled. So is this going to break out from this downward trend and have a nice move to the upside? Well, we could see that happening. Just follow the price action. Today, sort of bit of sideways. Whenever it's sideways within that range, usually that leads me to believe tomorrow is going to be a better trading day for this stock instead of today, because it's been sort of stagnant. It hasn't really done too much today. So there's been some positioning happening. GM as well today. So GM got burned on earnings, likely with forward guidance, probably in relation to chips and future sales coming up over the next year based on the chip shortage having to close down plants temporarily. Let's also look at Ford. Airlines flying under the radar. Love it, Mr. Smith. Ford as well, really taking a hit in relation to probably GM, and it also had earnings as well. You can see that we have a nice reversal pattern, almost a gravestone doji right here with earnings, and we are definitely coming down. I would look for support over here at 1330 right there. Do you guys have any other stocks or crypto that you'd like to check out? Let's check out my crypto list. My preferred list that I am hodling because of ISO 2022. In fact, if you want to learn more about that, there is a workshop right down below in the description. You can check that out. And let's see, XLM is rocking it today to the upside. Very nice, hitting 28. We have a bit of a cup and handle here. Do you guys see this? We have the cup and handle, right, on our 24-hour chart. So let's measure the depth down here to the rim. We've got 7 cents, 0.0782. So we'll measure the move from right here, 0.0782. My target to the upside is going to be up here. Oops, too far. Roughly 0.35. Right there. That's what I'm going to be looking at as my target from here, or 28% measured move to the upside for XLM. I personally think this could be in the $100 range. 3 digits. I don't think this is necessarily going to 4 digits, but I think it could easily go to the 3-digit range. And then we have Dogecoin, which has been set up taking payment in Brazil of Dogecoin at Burger King. So it's already being used as a form of payment over here, but it does look like it's a bit of a downward trend there. I'd like it back above the moving averages. In fact, I'd like it back above this moving average right here. So I really would like it up above 22 cents. Cardano today is up. A lot of the crypto sector is moving to the upside today. This I like a lot, a nice V-shaped bottom. Would love it to break out up above with a close above 146. Down to 106, would then look for it up at 186 up here. Your hodl cryptos, do you trade them or take profits on nice setups? You know what? I'm hodling them now. For now, Mr. Smith, I got in back in March and up nice profit. So I'm just holding on to it right now. More longer term, likely believe that in November, we're going to see a big, massive explosion. We'll lose roughly 90% of the cryptos, but there will be a handful. Right now, there's over 10,000 cryptos that are out there, over 300 different exchanges, and I think we're going to see that diminish, and we will see a core group that will be used around the world. Do I think that Ethereum and Bitcoin will be part of it? I do not. I do not hold Ethereum and I do not hold Bitcoin. There are some great trading opportunities for sure on those, but I don't hold them myself. Do I see a dip in Bitcoin coming soon? Well, right now it is in a downward trend. It looks like it might be making a new leg up. So let's come on over and let's look at the chart. All right. Right here, Bitcoin. And I like to use USDT because most people convert it over to USDT or USDC. So if we look at it on a 24-hour, right, we have this. Are we going to close above it, right? We have had a breakout. You can see the volume came in when we broke out. Let me use this instead, make my life easier. Oops, wrong one. Trend line, here we go. Right? So as soon as it broke above, you guys can see, this is a 5-minute chart. We had volume come into it. So it's no wonder that that volume came in. Are we going to close up above 3880? Excuse me, 38,800. If we do not, I think we're likely going to see that Bitcoin will continue in this downward trend down here to the downside. This is the low float coin of the crypto space. What will the Bitcoin price be at the end of the year? Sahil, I think personally, maybe not the end of the year, but it will be heading to a big fat goose egg, in my opinion. I'm not one to find that this is something for store of value. I know that there's some people, the main reason why banks are so freaked out about crypto is you have to think about it. They have fractional banking. So you can put money into a bank and they lend it out 33 times. So you put in $100 or $1,000, they create 33,000 out of your 1,000 based on fractional banking. What happens if you take your 1,000 and you put it into crypto? They no longer have that $33,000. That store of wealth has been taken out of the bank for them. That means that they can't play with your money. This is why they've been fighting crypto for so long. There is a great video all about it. Let me see if I can find it for you guys really quickly of a breakdown of the banking system. You know what? It's on my Twitter. Let me go back and I'll show it to you via my Twitter. Probably the fastest way for me to find it, unless I can go to my history here. Let's see if I can go to my history of videos. Oh, maybe up here. Oh, it'll take a second. But it's who runs your money, basically. Yeah, I will. Hold on. Give me 2 seconds. My channel. No, I just want my account. Let's just go to YouTube. Let's see on here quickly if I can find it. I think we might be in luck. It's like a 20 or 40-minute video, and it talks all about who is running the money of the world, right? And this has been in place for a long time. It's not like this just happened. It's just that people are starting to see this. It's going to my history really quickly. Sorry, guys. Let's see if I can get to it. I'll get there. I'll get there. I did post it on my Twitter, so it is there. I listen to a lot of music on here, so I've got to go through all the music. But Bitcoin price affects the price of other cryptocurrencies too. So as Bitcoin price drops, others might drop too. Yeah, it is a bit of like the S&P 500. People tend to follow the Bitcoin price and then react. Oh, there's money going into Bitcoin, so let's put money into the stock market. There's money, or excuse me, into the crypto space. There is money coming out of, I got it. Here we go. So I'm not going to turn it on right now, but I'm going to see if I can click on it and share. I hope it doesn't start playing. It's taking a second to load, but it's called Who Controls All of Our Money. And you know what? I totally did. I put it on the wrong computer. I searched it on the wrong computer. So it's by Cold Fusion, Who controls all of our money. And I'm going to do this. I'm going to tweet it out right now on my Twitter. That's probably the easiest way for you guys to get it, to check it out. So if you do follow me on Twitter, it's Airplane Jane. This is who controls all of our money. I just posted it right there. And you should be able to see it now. All right. There we go. So now that's there. So check it out on my Twitter. It's Airplane Jane. Bitcoin, yes, but here's the thing, Sahil. Also, what happens if all of a sudden all the countries around the world go digital, which it's going to happen. It's going to happen by pretty much by November of this year. Oh, Bo, for sure, they are impersonating me. I am not on Discord. So please report them wherever you can. I would ask them to see them on camera because I guarantee you it's not me. I'm not on Discord. So I'm also not on Facebook. So thank you for telling me, and please report them to wherever. A lot of people do unfortunately try to impersonate me. There's another one on Instagram right now. It is Miss Airplane Jane with an extra E. So no, that is not me. I'm not going to ask you guys for money to trade your money. I don't do that. Okay. So thank you, Bo. I appreciate that. But my really big thing is what happens when everybody clues in to the fact that these banks are just taking everybody's money and using the fractional banking, which they've been allowed to do for a long time. And these are all the dark pool levels right here. And they've been doing this for a long time. What happens when people start to take some money out, hold on to it, they start to put it into crypto, then the house of cards of the banks is really going to crumble. The value of the dollar is going to crumble, and likely the market will crash. So I think that we're in for an exciting time in the market. As to the date, to when and where, I don't know. But I can tell you that we will have an exciting fall. Definitely tell you that much. But as far as when and where, I don't know. Just follow the dark pool levels. You can see right now with the banks, it's been kind of, they've really been positioning right here. So I think if we go below 35, watch out. If we go above over here, 37, we could hit new highs, but I don't know how long those highs will actually last on that. So unless you guys have any other questions, I'm going to wrap it up for today. I will see you all tomorrow at 12:15 or thereabouts, maybe 12:30, because I do have to do a video for Angela Miles for Business First AM. So have an amazing rest of your day. Carpe Profit, seize those profits one trade at a time. If you have anyone that you think is impersonating me, these are my official social media handles. This is it. I do have one Twitch account, but I don't really use it, mostly here. All right, guys, so have an amazing day. Carpe